me say good morning. I feel very blessed today because, as some of you may know, we postponed this event twice because of rain. So last night I was praying that it wasn't going to rain, and it didn't, and we actually have we were blessed with a beautiful morning today. So I want to thank God for that, for the blessings that we all have. And behind me, as you can see, is a small blessing. This is a track. I know that Commissioner Fuentes, compared to his other projects, this is a small project, but it's a small project that is going or has already made a huge difference. If you see behind me, this is a track where these young men not only exercise for their health, but they take out the frustration, sadness, anger that they deal with every day of their life because of unknown stories that you and I may not know about them. So this track has already made a huge difference, and I want to take the time to say thank you to Commissioner Fuentes for many people have asked, how did a commissioner and a district judge get together and get this project going? Well, I like to say I asked nicely and he said yes. That didn't really happen. Commissioner and I became very good friends when we were on the campaign trail. He likes to joke around that he probably memorized my speech as I memorized his, because we would say it about 3 times a night when we would go on the campaign trail. But in those speeches, Commissioner Fuentes always shared how much he loved Precinct 1, how much he wanted to do for Precinct 1 and to make it grow in the short 11 months that he's been in office. He has done that. And this project, when I brought him, or I invited him to the boot camp, I told him, this is in Precinct 1. I said, and this is a project that I feel will make a huge difference. And not only that, he understood because he, as I told you, he memorized my speech, and he knew the love that I have for the juvenile justice system. This is just a small token of, or a small goal that I've accomplished, and I, including the Juvenile Probation Department, along with the other judges, including Judge Mario Ramirez. Judge Mario Ramirez set the foundation for the juvenile justice system here in Hidalgo County. I, as a new judge, want to grow that foundation. I want to make it better. I, along with Judge Ramon, and Judge Ramirez, we see these kids every day. And it's not just about making decisions about their lives, not just about what's in their best interest, but also how we can make the system better. And this track is just an example of that. So I do want to say thank you to everyone involved. I also want to say thank you to Precinct 1 staff for putting this event together. Thank you to my staff for helping Precinct 1 put this event together. It really does touch close to my heart because this is just the beginning. I hope, and my goal, along with the Juvenile Probation Department that we have Chief Silva here, is to make this system better. Better than, it's good right now, but we can make it better and just grow from what Judge Mario Ramirez's vision started. So again, thank you again for your time. God bless each and every one of you.
So Judge Betancourt tricked me. This was supposed to be her event, not my event. And I do appreciate everybody being here. Before we move forward, this project to me was really special because it was my very first one. So the first job that I brought to the table and the first one that we concluded. So Judge, I know that when she walked in the door, she identified a lot of the key issues that were happening here at the facility and asked if we could do something to help her since it belonged to Precinct 1. That was her convincing argument. And obviously we wanted to do something to try to help. But more than anything else, she's right. When we were on the campaign trail, we followed each other around a lot and we heard our speeches, and I knew that her heart was in the right place. So I'd like to congratulate her family. Her parents are here. If you wouldn't mind standing, Mr. and Mrs. Rodriguez. I think this is where her heart and her passion comes from the people that serve, that continue to migrate up north and help other people in that area. It's really special to see somebody, especially the children of people like that, continue that legacy of service. So this is a product of Renee's vision and her goals and her desires. With that being said, I'd like to introduce my parents, Joe and Tony Fuentes. They are also here. I'd like to thank them for giving me the foundation of service as well. Having been in the school district for roughly 30 years each, I found that trying to help others and helping children especially, opening doors, creating avenues for us to improve, having our children have a better life than we had. And that was part of the reason I embraced this project, is because, as you can see behind us, are the cadets at this point in time that will be here using this facility. And I thought it was important because it's not about putting your name out there and having this grand project. This is about touching people's lives. This is about engaging your heart and trying to improve the lives of others. So as the children pass through here and go through this system, the ultimate goal is that we rehabilitate them to join back into the community, and that they're productive and that they have a chance to do something better with their lives. So that's why we embraced this project the way we did. And that's why we moved forward as quickly as we did. That's why it was such an important project to us. Not because people are going to see it. It's hidden behind all of these fences and barbed wire. And probably the only people that will see it are the people that are here today and the neighborhood that's on the other side of this fence. But to me, it's the impact that it makes in lives. And hopefully that will change their lives, and hopefully they'll go out and change other people's lives. That's why this is important to me. Because as we touch people's hearts, that's what continues. That's what's perpetual. That's the living legacy that we live. So Judge, I'd like to thank you for bringing that to me and asking me to participate. And that's why I thought it was really important. I'd like to thank the staff that I have because they knew, once they hear me, we're going. And I'm going to be out there every day. I'm going to go follow up. I'm going to go check up on you and make sure that we're moving forward. Our staff did this in less than 3 weeks. And not because it was a small job, but because they knew the importance of what we had to do and that we had to get going on it. I'd also like to thank the boot camp staff for allowing us the access, for allowing us to come in and work together on this project. And more than anything else, we're here to help. We're here to work with other people. This is just one of the very first projects where we are able to collaborate with other officials. I'd like to thank the Weslaco ISD because they come here on a daily basis to educate these young men. They help them move forward in their graduation progress. So thank you, Andrew, for being here. The 2 other times that we had this scheduled, the superintendent was scheduled to be here, so I'd like to thank her, Dr. Priscilla Canales, the school board president, Mr. Mo Lopez, and all of the school board trustees for continuing to support the boot camp and sending their staff to assist in the graduation preparation for these children, and for continuing to see it as a valuable investment in their community. So with all of that being said, we'd like to thank you. We'd like to thank especially the gnats who continue to pester you today. So we'd like to go ahead and move along. We'd like to thank the county staff, Ivana and Jacqueline, for being here today. And thank you for promoting this. Thank you for being here. This is a really important day for us. And we'd like to thank you for sharing in that with us today. So God bless all of you, and thank you again for being here.
I'd like to thank everybody. Today was a special event, and the cadets thank you. My staff thanks you. I thank you. I promise we're going to use this on a daily basis, 7 days a week. It will be utilized. So thank you so much for making it happen. So what we want to do right now, on behalf of the staff, myself, and the cadets, we want to show you how we're going to use this track on a daily basis. So without further ado, let's give a round of applause for my cadets and my staff.